Do you find yourself comparing yourself to others all the time and then feeling like absolute trash after? If you answered yes, then fear not, because that is one of the most common symptoms of anxiety that I come across. And believe it or not, there's actually something you can do about it. Now, whenever you share that you compare yourself and you feel bad after with people, they normally give the well-intentioned advice of saying, why are you comparing yourself to them? Everyone has their own journey, their own story. Just focus on you and don't care about where others are at. Now, while this is well-intentioned advice, I don't necessarily agree with it, because I don't think that comparing yourself to others is a bad thing. I don't even think it's a good thing. I think it's a very natural thing that people do. Now, what you do with the information after you compare yourself, now that could be healthy or unhealthy. Now, what do I mean? If you compare yourself and then feel like trash after, you feel like you're not good enough, you'll never be good enough, you don't have all those innate traits that someone else has, and you will never get that, now that is unhealthy. On the other hand, when you compare yourself and then you get inspired, you get determined, you're like, I want to be like that. I want to know how I can be like that. You become curious. Now that is healthy. Comparing yourself to others is such a human thing to do, and telling yourself to stop is just going to be pretty much impossible. So how do you get to that healthy part where you compare yourself and then get curious? I found that there are two things that you absolutely need to work on in order to reach that place naturally. And that is, number one, you need to have an objective understanding of yourself. And number two, you need to have an objective understanding of how other people work. So when you compare yourself to others and then you feel bad, typically what this means is you put them on a pedestal and then you look at yourself as someone who's broken. Now, this is not objective, and we are here to be objective. Now, this means I'm not here to say you are amazing at everything and you can do everything in the world. No, I want to sit down and tell you these are what you're good at and these are the things you need to work on. And similarly, I want you to be looking at other people and say, these are what you're good at and those are something that this person is lacking. Now, the way I teach my clients to achieve that is through the Enneagram personality model. I've talked about it on this channel before. I'll link a video where I do a little overview on it. And basically, it gives you a very neutral overview of how you work, a framework of how you work, your objective strengths, your objective weaknesses, the biases that you might fall through, and all of that good stuff. Now, this is no easy task, I know. And that is why learning the Enneagram, it takes a whole bunch of effort. And that's what I do with my clients. And you can learn it on your own as well. Now, when you strive to have an objective understanding of how people work and how you work, you start having a natural sense of confidence because you know no one is perfect. And you don't just know it by saying it out loud. You actually know it by heart. You know that's how that works. So even when you meet someone that you admire and they're absolutely perfect in every way, you have to know everyone goes through their own struggles. But saying that alone is not going to help as much. You need to actually understand how different people work. And I use the Enneagram personality model for that. So have a look at the video and then dig deeper and let me know how it goes. It has worked like a charm for my clients and for myself personally as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. I will talk to you soon.